is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Y'all, I am rejoicing, glad, happy, pumped, excited, amped, all that good stuff. Good morning, Sierra. Sierra, whew, forgive me, okay? We're going to get this schedule thing down. It's me, it's not you, okay? Good morning to you. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I'm rejoicing. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm amped. All that good stuff. Amazing morning to you. For those of you who are watching me on YouTube, just say good morning so I can see who's on. It shows me that you're on. I just can't see who it is. But good morning to you. Good morning, Miss Annette. Happy Thursday to you. It's the weekend eve, y'all. Oh, yeah. Weekend Eve. And y'all, I got something so exciting to show y'all. I really do. I really don't want to I want to show y'all this though. So listen, I just got to show y'all something. Good morning, Miss Jacqueline. Congratulations to you. Forgive me, y'all, for being tardy. Y'all already see why I'm tardy. Yes. Good morning, Tiara. I'm tardy because I got hot chocolate. Good morning, Miss Maritha. And let me tell y'all something. I probably should have got hot chocolate yesterday, as cold as it was and wet, but I didn't. I got it today. Y'all talking about show us. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. Let me get a sip of my hot chocolate. Good morning, Choir. I got something so amazing to show y'all. Good morning, Lolita. I gotta show y'all this. I do. Stand by. Let me just. Listen, I used to drink soda, right? So if you still drink soda, you know how that thing hit when you first crack the seal and that thing goes, shh. Good morning, Brandi. Shh. That's how that thing hit me just now with that hot chocolate. Good morning, Miss Ernestine. Okay, y'all. Dog, I left one of them in my car. But I can show y'all one of them, okay? I got to show y'all this surprise. And listen, yes, Friday Junior. I got to show y'all this. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? I'm so excited. Stand by. I hate to put my foot up here, but I got to put it up here. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see? I'm a conduit of his love. I got my socks on. My socks came in, y'all. You know, please forgive me for doing this on camera like this, but listen. I had to put my foot up here so y'all can see. I'm gonna get me a detailed video done today, but I had to wear them. I got them in black with white letters, just like this, and white with the black letters. And I knew it was gonna hit different for everybody today, so I brought them with me. I have them on hand, y'all. So if you're in Charleston or the surrounding areas and you just gotta get you a pair, listen. Hey, Cedrica, listen, hit me up. But y'all, let me they like the softest, thickest socks that I've ever had on my feet, for real. You know, I mean, forgive me for that, y'all. But listen, I just gotta take my shoe off so y'all can see. Listen. Listen, look at that. Thick socks, okay? Thick white socks. Crisp. Listen. I had to do it. Y'all. I'm a conduit of his love. And so are you. So I got super hyped, super excited because let me tell y'all something. They came in yesterday. Y'all forgive me, I'm putting my shoe back on. For those of you who are locked in on Rhema Sound Radio, forgive me, y'all can't see, but please hit me up, follow me on YouTube, and then you'll be able to see the video, or follow me on thank you, Brandi. Follow me on YouTube or on Instagram. Because, you know, Facebook got your girl locked out. But I ain't no pressure. You think I'm mad? Not in these streets. Good morning, Miss Joy. Listen, if y'all are just logging on and y'all miss that view, I'm going to give y'all another view at like half of the hour. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I got super hyped yesterday because y'all have heard me share my heart about because I'm working with custom designers, you know, my shipping timelines have been a little off. And I've been like feeling it a little bit like, oh, hurry up. Happy Thursday to you. And I was like, listen, I need y'all to like hurry up. But I also understand the time that it takes to create something that like to bring to life something that a visionary has. And y'all, I'm so excited to see them when the box was at the door and I saw, good morning, Miss Gail. I saw the box. I was like, ah! I started screaming, right? I started screaming. Let me tell y'all something. I was so amped. I didn't even do an unboxing video of it. Like, I ripped the box. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture when I get back to the studio. I'm going to take a picture and show y'all later tonight of how I rip. Come on, stop by. Come stop by. Listen, and for those of you who are on, because I know YouTube, y'all can't see all the comments on Instagram, but for those of you who are watching me on Instagram, send me a message, DM me, or if you have my phone number, you can text me. I'll drop you my pin. That means tell you my location where you can come by and you can get you some socks. And then let me just tell y'all this, okay? Let me tell you, yes, you can order them on the website. They are on my website, whenwearclothes.com. If you're in the Charleston area, let me tell you, save yourself the shipping. I'm going to just put it like that, okay? I'm going to just put it like that. Hit me up. Save yourself the shipping costs. I'm going to just put that out there like that. Good morning, Monica. So yeah, I got so hyped, so amped, all that good stuff. I don't know why my shirt is wrinkled right there. I clearly ironed it. But anywho, but yeah, I was so amped. I ripped the box. I'm gonna show y'all. I ripped the box open, and I can't say thank you enough to all of you. Y'all push me every single day. Yesterday was one emotional day for me. Y'all's generosity was just so overwhelming. And I couldn't thank God enough for all of you. Thank y'all so very much for your support. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you so very much for believing in me. And let me tell you something. Oh, girl, let me take a sip because the tears today. Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you, Miss Joyce, from a seatbelt. You exactly right. Mr. Page, good morning, sir. How are you? You're right. It is because it's right across you're right. That's what it is. Good morning to you, handsome sir. That's Mr. Page right there, y'all. But anywho, so yeah, thank y'all so very much for y'all support. Thank y'all for believing in me the way that y'all do. I was so overwhelmed yesterday. I was so emotional because of the response that you all have. And I'm still getting messages now of people asking, okay, how can I support what, especially if I don't have Cash App, how can I support? How can I, push you? How can I be a sponsor? And I'll give you that information at half of the hour on how you can do that. But yeah, thank y'all. Let me just say that. Thank you so very much. Y'all are simply the best. I appreciate it. And I'm so excited. For what's underway. I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm going to push myself. I was just talking about it yesterday. I was like, I feel like I really need to push myself before the end of the year to give everybody, that's my chair. See, studio upgrades. I'm telling you. I feel like I really do need to push myself by the beginning of the year to just give y'all a better experience. But I promise to every single sponsor, every person who said, let me just send this to you to support you. I believe in you, and every person that's encouraged me, every person that has motivated me in some way, shape, or form. Let me be very clear to you. I'm going to put my everything in this, okay? Because I know that this is an assignment that God has given me. I have heard from God. God has deposited things into my heart. God has given me things to see on the canvas of my imagination. He's given me great vision for winning. And I know for an assurance that without God, none of this would be possible. So thank all of you. I pray and I declare God's greatest blessings on your life. Every good thing that is on my life, I pray that God, he anoints you, graces you, and gifts you with every one of those great things. Only the good things, the very good things, only those ones. So that's what I pray for your life. And I know God's going to do it. I do, because let me tell you something. I've read in the scripture and I know it to be so. I've experienced it. I see it happen. God promised me. God said something to me in his word. And listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't be scared to be in these streets to be like, God told me, because God did tell you. If God told you, if that's how you read it in the Bible. See me, I insert my name in the Bible in a minute. Okay, I insert it right in there. Be like, and Joshua. And I'd be like, and Whitney. Insert yourself in the Bible how it applies to you, but I've read in the Bible where my God, he's my friend and he loves me. I've read in the Bible where he will always provide. I've read in the Bible where he will always come through. And I've also read in the Bible that I'm on his mind. And let me tell you something, because I'm on God's mind, every concern that I have, he will perfect it. And God has worked through many of you to perfect a concern that I've had, which is the experience that I can provide for all of you. Because I'm here, I'm the gatekeeper of his confidence. This assignment that he has given me, I ain't coming up off of it. This is an assignment for kingdom work, for kingdom acceleration, and for a voice of a generation to reach millions of people. And let me tell you something, what I'm not going to do is come up off of that. I ain't got time. Who got time for that? Nobody has time for that. Oh, I got to answer that question too. Nobody has time for that. So I just want to thank every last one of you so very much. Y'all are just simply the best. Y'all are the bomb.com. And I am safe to say, and I truly believe this, that without your generosity, without your support, without your compassion, without your encouragement, without your push, some of the things that I do for Winning Winnie would not be possible. So thank y'all so very much. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Now I got to answer this question. I'll wait till the half of the hour. Y'all just remind me to answer the question. Okay. It's Thursday. I'm on like 8 trillion. I got my hot chocolate because So I stopped drinking hot chocolate because, I was hooked on it. I was addicted. I had an addiction. And Inez, great morning to you. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't make me cry this morning. Not this morning, okay? Because I cried. When I say I cried yesterday, I cried. And let me tell you also, if you were not locked in yesterday, if you weren't a part of the show, please make sure you stay locked in. Definitely by half of the hour, I'm going to give y'all some updates for people who may have missed it. And I'm going to slow it down and give you instructions from yesterday, just in case you missed it, because today I'm actually going to, anywho, I got some instructions I was about to go into, and I told y'all wait half an hour. So just wait about 10 minutes. But I'm really excited about today. I'm on like 8 trillion, 10 trillion, something like that. I'm on that today. Something like that. I woke up on 8 and I'm on like 10. But the hot chocolate thing, so I stopped drinking hot chocolate because I had an addiction. And let me be very clear with y'all. Okay. Somebody told me the other day, like, stop saying you have an addiction because that's such a serious term. And I'm like, why do you think I'm saying it? Because I had one. I have had several of those in my life, and I thank God for deliverance. Okay, let me be very clear. I'm not joking around with it. I'm not playing. I do know that there are levels to this thing. Okay, and I also know that there are different things that people can be heavily attracted to in their lives, and things in people's lives that can have them gripped. And because I identified that hot chocolate was one of the things in my life that had me gripped, okay, had me bound in certain areas, I'm safe to say in my life, I was addicted to hot chocolate. I was addicted to French fries, y'all. I was. As much as I joke about my pudge, I can make light of it now, but yeah, I used to catch an offense. Listen, if you have something in your life that you just don't come up off of very easily, and somebody identifies it and tries to help you in an area and you catch an offense, you just may have an addiction. I'm not being funny. I'm being straight up serious. People used to come for me like, Winnie, you shouldn't drink all that hot chocolate because it got a lot of sugar. And I used to get offended. Like, listen, I don't eat candy. I don't eat a bunch of sweets. So why is my hot chocolate bothering you? It's a placebo. Like, I even used to make up excuses for it and things like that. But y'all check yourselves, just check yourself. It took me a minute to check myself. And the whole French fry thing, it was a lot of people telling me that. And I used to tell other people that too. Like, I don't care how small you are. I don't care what your frame is. I don't care how healthy you are with all the other stuff that you eat. It is not healthy for you to eat French fries and fried food every single day. I used to tell people that all the time. But I wasn't doing it for myself. I would check others, but I wasn't ready to check me. Well, y'all, I took a moment and I checked myself. Really had an eye-opening moment, okay? But I did. I checked myself and I was like, no, that's what we're not doing right here is being big. That was me. And let me be clear, because I ain't coming for nobody, I ain't sending for nobody. I ain't got time for that today. We ain't doing that. I'm not talking, everybody's reference of that is a whole nother thing. But for me, it hits different. So I did. I was talking to myself. I checked myself. And I checked myself because sometimes, so I noticed in time past, I wasn't ready for other people to check me. So I check myself and I take responsibility. You have an auntie who has on French fries, not me. Inez is hilarious. But listen, let me be very clear with you. I checked myself in areas because I realized that there was an area that I had a weakness in time past. And if I don't correct myself in the area, if I don't address that area, that thing that I had a weakness in time past, if I don't clean that thing up and fill it with something good, the Bible tells me that that thing will come back. And if it's not filled with something good, it's going to reside right where it was living. And them French fries and that hot chocolate was living all up and through my life every single day. Well, y'all, I'm happy to say no longer am I gripped. I have authority over that. So I want to say it's been at least 2 months. I can't tell you how long it's been, but it's been at least 2 months that I've had hot chocolate. I want to say it's been about 2 months, and I could be off by a couple days, but I know for sure a month. Let's go with that I've had hot chocolate, and that is a big thing to celebrate when you're talking about a person that used to drink it every day. And then French fries, it's been, I want to say, a strong 3 weeks. Somebody sent me a Chick-fil-A gift the other day, last Wednesday to be exact. I was talking about how I hadn't had French fries and how it used to have me gripped, and I was so proud of myself for not allowing it to, having me gripped. And let me be clear with y'all. Celebrate even the small things. If people think it's small, still celebrate it, because you don't know what it means for you to. Somebody may not. Let me not say you, because you do. But somebody else may not understand what it means for you to have the smallest accomplishment in your life and the drive that it gives you. The smallest celebration in your life could push you to do the biggest thing that once was that caused fear in your life at one time. But let me tell you something, doing one thing, one small thing. Oh, thank you so much, Tiara. Yes, always win. Okay. The one small thing that you celebrate yourself in not only pushes you to do the big thing, but it accelerates you in your life. And it causes you to go to another level. So, French fries, somebody celebrated me and was like, hold on, you haven't had fries in how long? And they sent me one of those, they sent me a gift through the Chick-fil-A app. And that was the last Wednesday. Let me just tell y'all, I'm happy to update. Okay, y'all ready for this update? Stand by. I'm happy to report that is still sitting in my Chick-fil-A app. See, in time past, I would have used that thing right then, but it's been a week and a day, and it's still in my app. I have not used it or any other ones for French fries. Your girl is real serious right now in these streets, because something that I have identified a long time ago, and this is going to help somebody, it's the small foxes that spoil the vine. I tell y'all that. Well, I used to tell y'all that all the time, and I hadn't said it in a while, but it's the small foxes that spoil the vine. It's those small things that we keep pushing off to the side, like, oh, it's okay, it's a small thing, let me handle this big thing over here, that keep us from accomplishing big things in our lives. I know that it's a small thing like that I could have been pushing all the way to the back, and then later on down the line, here I am, maybe needing to walk 10 miles and can't do it because the French fries got me short-winded. Maybe I thought hot chocolate could have become a dependency for me. Like, it's just a lot of things that we have to look at. What does this small thing do to me in my life? What has it caused? And why do I keep pushing it to the side? Because there's something that it's spoiling in my life. I mean, I feel lighter now, y'all. I don't eat French fries as much. I feel lighter. So, I could jump a little higher and things like that. But look at it. As I know I'm using natural illustrations, but what is the small thing that you keep pushing to the side? Think about it. Like, we talk about morning regimens all the time. Are you doing your regimen, or are you pushing your prayer life to the side? Do you know what could happen if you just keep pushing your prayer life to the side? I mean, what is it that God has told you to do that you just keep saying, I'm going to do it tomorrow? Well, guess what? If you look back at my social media, you'll see a post that I posted months ago. And I said, today is the tomorrow that you referenced yesterday. See, yesterday you said, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Well, today is that day. And listen, I'm going to be very clear with you. Stop putting that stuff to the side, y'all. Just stop it. Them small things. Good morning, Kalisha. Them small things that you just keep pushing to the side. Let me be very clear with you. If you just show obedience in the small thing, God knows that he can trust you in bigger things. There are some bigger things that God wants to trust you with. There are some larger things that God wants to put in your hand. There are some things that God wants to expose you in. But listen, you have to show your obedience in the little things. See, sometimes God will put small things in front of us that we deem small, and we just be like, oh, that's just a little thing. I can keep it moving on that little thing. And God like, no, listen. I need to put this finishing spirit on you. I need to put this obedient spirit on you so that I know I can move you on to the next level. See, our lives, they carry certain spirits and they carry certain behaviors and they carry certain gifts, and we operate and function in those things. And if we don't take a second and look at those things, if we don't take a second and tap into those things, we could miss out on a whole nother realm of our lives. I know this years ago, and I talked about this. Let me not say years, because I talked about this months ago, okay? Another natural illustration, because we can learn spiritual things from the natural, but there is a natural thing that I noticed a while ago, and I had a couple months ago. Y'all heard me talk about it on here, and I had to address that thing, and I had to talk to God, like, okay, God, listen, because I'm gonna break this thing off my life. Y'all heard me talk about the whole laundry basket thing, right? I'm just gonna sip my hot chocolate, okay? Because I ain't delivered, but I'm better. All right. Oh, that's a shirt. That is a shirt. Somebody text me that. Text me. Don't put in the comments, y'all. Please text me that, because I got a whole line of whole color tees and all that's coming out. Oh yeah, 8:30. I gotta tell y'all some stuff too. I give y'all some updates. But I got tees that's coming out. I'm gonna put that one on there. I ain't delivered, but I'm better. Yeah, that mean I got work to do. Okay, I'm gonna explain the whole thing behind that. But anywho, so yeah, the whole laundry basket thing, and what that is like, I will wash clothes, right? No problem putting them in the washer. No problem while they doing the process. But that whole dryer thing, me and that dryer, we got some things to work out. What I mean by that is, when those clothes finish drying, if it's not, that thing got to be on me to fold them clothes right then. That's why I found a remedy. I try to wait until Saturday, because when I was brought up to clean the house, make sure the house smelled real clean, like cleaning products. Thank you so much for texting me that. Make sure the house smell like cleaning products, you're cleaning and all that on a Saturday morning. Well, let me just tell y'all about this whole y'all giving me this countdown because y'all itching for this. I got y'all. So on Saturdays I do the laundry. Well, one thing I talked to y'all about is, I still got this thing on me where if I do laundry, them clothes will sit in that laundry basket. I will pull clean clothes out of that laundry basket, because folding them just ain't on me. And one thing I realized a couple months ago, we were having a conversation about it, and I'm gonna get to this right after I explain. I'm gonna give y'all these updates right after I finish with this encouragement. So I know it's half the hour, and I got y'all. I'm just not gonna shut off the conversation, because somebody's getting blessed by this. But I realized that there was an area in my life that I not only needed to address, but I really needed to have a conversation with God about, because I realized that it was something deeper than me. I realized that, okay, let me be transparent for a second, okay? Not like I'm not always anyway, but let me have a very transparent moment with y'all. Okay, so y'all know how excuse me one second. I apologize. I appreciate that y'all just let me be so real. Y'all just let me, sip my hot chocolate. Y'all just let me put my chapstick and things on. We're going to have a better experience soon. I'm going to still keep it real, though. Look better, but I'm going to be real, okay? But listen, how, and we'll have conversations, and we'll talk about like generational curses. You've heard people talk about that, how there may have been something that your great grandmother did, that your grandmother did, that your mother did, that now you're noticing patterns of in your life, and maybe even in your children's lives. We talk about that. And then we talk about how we curse those things and how we need to get, pull the root of that up. Well, I recognize some things, y'all. I don't take things like that for granted. And when I say that, I don't believe that there are a lot of people who play around with that and take that for granted. But what I do believe is that it's not applied to every area of our lives. I believe that when, especially after having conversations with certain people and looking at certain things, y'all hear me clearly. Hear me clearly when I say this, okay? After having conversations with people and reflecting on and observing their situations and processing the things that they tell me is often like generational curses are reference to things that are like deep rooted and only like only about certain things, like people may say a generational curse with like oh, y'all help me with some examples. I'm getting it. I know what I want to say, but I want to take my time with it because I know somebody is getting this. But there are some things like people may say generational curse with what's the word, with somebody being promiscuity, I think is how you pronounce it. But with somebody being promiscuous, or some people say with like alcoholism, or some people say like generational curse with, it's like a lot of different, like big, not I don't want to use the word big, but like there are just certain things that people hone in on when they reference generational curses. And I do believe that there are a lot of natural things that are overlooked. As I sat there one day and I started looking at how I had like, okay, no judgment. Don't judge me. And you don't want to hear the other part of what I say on the back end of that. Okay. Because I'm going to talk about that because I tell y'all that quite often. But matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all about it tomorrow. I'm going to break that down tomorrow so y'all will know the other end of it. Okay. But there are some things that people may say for generational curses. I'm trying to think of some other ones that people may highlight, okay, I'm just gonna stick with alcoholism and being promiscuous. I think it's promiscuity is how you pronounce it. But those are some of the things that people highlight when they talk about generational curses. And I believe that we overlook the natural things that could be a generational curse. As I sat there one day, thank you so much for y'all helping me with this, because I don't know why those things couldn't come up with. Yes, having children at a young age, drug abuse. Those are the type of things that people may reference. But I sat one day and I looked, y'all, and as I'm having this conversation with God, and this was recent. Let me tell y'all how recent this was. We had a conversation, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, about being better than we were the day before. And I'm having this conversation with God throughout that week. And it had to be like the Saturday after we had that conversation or somewhere near there. And I'm talking family gossip, things like that, as generational curses. I'm having this conversation with God and I'm like, God, I got to be better. I got to be better than I used to be. I got to be better in this area. And God, today, as I have this conversation with you, and I'm not quite certain that this is verbatim how it went, but I'm just going to give y'all the synopsis and make you, so you can feel the conversation. But I'm having this conversation with God and I'm telling him like, yo, listen, I'm tired of repeating this. Something that I learned from my man of God, Pastor Briggs, is a lesson unlearned is a lesson repeated. So I'm having this conversation with God. Like, obviously, I haven't learned a lesson. I haven't learned the importance of making sure that there's order in this area in my life. But I do know that where there is order, that God, your power flows. So I'm trying to understand, having a real conversation with God, why in the world I just can't fold this laundry? Like, why in the world is it such a big thing for me not to fold this laundry? And as I sat there and I looked at these 4 loads of laundry, check this now, 4 baskets. Let me tell you how bad it got. Like, I wasn't folding laundry and I went and bought a new laundry basket because I had laundry in the dryer that was sitting there that I was still pulling from, and I had more laundry to do. That's how off that thing was. Like, why you just couldn't fold a load? You went and spent money to get a whole nother laundry basket. Straight up, I'm talking about me now. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about me. I'm telling y'all real stuff that you deal with, okay? Stuff that people just want to put up under the rug, or like how people come over your house and you put the stuff in the closet to hide it. I'm talking about that type of stuff. That's the type of stuff that we need to address, but that we just keep hiding. That we were brought up to just put it in the closet because don't nobody else see it. Oh, somebody sees it, okay? God sees that thing. And let me be very clear with you. Something that I realized, if I get so comfortable putting that stuff in the doggone closet when people come over and just shutting the door because don't nobody else see the closet, what other stuff am I going to get comfortable with hiding? What other stuff am I going to keep in that other people can't see, that I'm hiding from other people and I need to put on the forefront and deal with? That's the type of conversations I be having with God. See, that's the type of stuff that we try to hide and make people think, paint this picture like, oh, everything's well. Everything is not well and dandy. I got 4 loads of laundry that I need to fold. I got 1 in the wash and my bathroom need to be clean. That's the type of stuff I need to talk about. And that's the type of stuff that we don't deal with. That's the type of stuff that we get super, good morning, Charles, we get super spiritual with and we don't want to deal with. And it's natural things that we need to talk about, okay? So let me just tell y'all, naturally, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at this laundry. And I'm getting mad because I was getting mad with myself. I really was. I was like, you got to deal with this. And you need to figure out what's going on. I'm sitting there. And as I'm sitting there looking at this laundry and I'm dealing with this thing, I started thinking about how in time past, I remember growing up and my mom did the same thing. You know, and let me tell y'all something. Don't come for my mama because I ain't got time, okay? I deal with things like that. Let me be very clear with you, okay? I deal with issues like that. But I sit there and I think about it. I remember times where I thought about my mom didn't make me fold the laundry, but she would leave it right there. And if I needed something that came clean out the laundry, I would just go get the laundry. She piled it up in the chair. She put it in the laundry basket. It would stay in the dryer. Because let me be very clear with you. Okay? All right? I'm in all of y'all house this morning. If that's something that you deal with, if that's a challenge, that thing ain't just start with you. See, we overlook that thing. D-Drive, what it do, boo? We overlook that thing and we don't want to deal with it. But we don't look at natural things like that. Good morning, Octavia. We don't look at natural things like that and say, yo, that's a generational curse. I need to get up off my life. For real. Let me tell y'all this, okay? I'm be real I'm always transparent, but let me just tell y'all this. Thank you, Deidre. Let me just tell y'all this, okay? So y'all know I got engaged in July, right? And after my engagement, I started looking at my life a little more closely. Like, you know, I've been real comfortable with me for a very long time, okay? Because when I'm by myself, don't nobody deal with me but me. When I'm in my own space, I've been in my own space for a very long time. But what I do know is in a very short period of time, y'all, I will be sharing my space with my husband. Well, hold on, Winnie. There's some areas that you got to get, you know, yourself together in. Over the past, since before July, okay? Over years, people would ask me like, you know, when are you gonna get married? And I used to be like, I don't know if I'm ready for marriage because there's some areas that I'm just not ready to come up off of. Like, you know, people using my stuff or people eating my stuff. Well, that's a problem. Okay. That could be a generational thing that I just didn't deal with. And that day, as I sat there and I looked at that laundry, y'all, and y'all can laugh about it. I can laugh about it now, but it's a serious thing. There are natural things that we keep overlooking in our lives that are creating patterns for other things in our life. I started thinking about like how I used to, excuse me 1 second, y'all. I didn't want to cry this morning. And I just knew I could get through this part without it. But y'all, as I started looking at that load of laundry, and I started having conversations with God about how, you know, there's some generational things that I didn't identify with, that I was okay with over the years. You know what I mean? Like, I just used to be like, oh, you know, that's just my family. That's just how it was, you know. But I started looking at it and I started identifying how something so small as laundry cause a big thing in my life. Like how, you know, I used to mask my emotions and I used to mask my feelings. That laundry thing, let me tell you something. It made it difficult for some people to even connect with me. It made it difficult for some people to even have relationships with me. It made it difficult for some people to even, you know, get into my life and my environment because I used to put up walls and used to hide things inside and people couldn't get through to me. And I didn't know why. And here it is, something so simple as like put stuff in a basket and deal with it later was causing behaviors in my life that now, as I sat there and looked at 4 baskets of laundry that needed to be folded and 1 in the dryer, 1 in the washer, God is showing me how all of this relates to things that I needed to deal with, issues that I was having that I didn't even know about. For real, y'all. Like, You know, my mama didn't cause that. There are things that we do now in our lives that if we don't stop hiding them, and I ain't wishing bad on nobody, okay? Y'all hear me when I say this. If we don't quit hiding them, if we are not open about them, and especially with our children, that very same thing gonna show up in their lives. That very same thing is going to reside in them and create other behaviors that start other things. I sit and I look and I'm like, yo, we highlight things like alcohol, or drug abuse, or having children at a young age, or being promiscuous, or certain things like gossip and all. We highlight those things because they are the external things that people see. We highlight those as generational curses. But what about the things behind the scenes that we hide from people that are causing behaviors and things that need to be uprooted in our lives that have started from time past that we ain't dealing with? See, those are the type of things we ain't calling curses. Those are the type of things that we ain't cursing out of our lives and we not dealing with. See, it's those little natural things like that. See, the Bible already tell us. The Bible tells us it's the small foxes that spoil the vine. That small thing like that, me washing something. Okay, let's look at the correlation. All right, I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's look at it. Gotta keep my fanny about. We wash something. Okay, put the thing in the washer. We notice it's dirty. All right. Hey, I got something in my life I need to deal with. I'm gonna put the thing on the table. All right. Just talking about your life a little bit. I'm coming for you just a TT this morning. Okay. You sent for me this morning because you logged in. All right. But you got something you need to deal with. So you put it on the table. You wash it. Then you need to get all of the stuff out of it. That's what happened. Like freeze drying fruit and stuff, you get all the juiciness out of it. So you put it in the dryer. Boom, dry it. Smelling good and everything. But y'all, we never put the thing away. We never put order to it. See, if we put order to that thing, if we went through the whole process of it, it would look like this. Winnie, you have an emotional imbalance. I'm just having a conversation with me, how this washing, drying, folding, and putting up process looks for a thing in your life, okay? Winnie, you got an emotional imbalance that you need to deal with. I watched that thing. I'm dealing with it. I recognized it. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get some books. We can get an audio book and listen to Emotional Intelligence, okay? I'm listening to that right now. I am. I'm listening to a book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0, I think is what it's called, on my audio Bible, my audio book thing, okay? So listening to that, boom. I am consistent with it. So I'm putting the thing in the dryer. I finished it, okay? And then I ain't do nothing with it. I ain't never fold or dry the thing. I never put it up. So how in the world can something that I'm dealing with, like the Bible describes, when you deal with something, you clean it up, fill it with something good. So when that thing returns, it finds that the space is occupied. The Bible tells us that, y'all, them things gonna come back. Them things you've been dealing with, they're gonna come back. But as long as you fill with something good, it won't reside there. But if you ain't filled with nothing good, that thing it's gonna reside right there. Y'all know how the thing work. We talked about it. You have a conversation with yourself every day. You like, listen, I used 5 cuss words yesterday. Today I'm gonna only use 3. Then the next day you like, okay, yesterday I used 4. Today I'm only use 2. You go through a whole week. You go through a whole 6 months. That thing off of you. But you don't feel yourself with other languages. You don't feel yourself with, speaking in heavenly language. You don't feel your words with positive stuff. All you did was just remove the profanity. Now, something happened. You stump your toe. You slam your hand in the door. Somebody offends you. And a word is on the tip of your tongue. And because you have not expanded your vocabulary to replace it with the profanity show back up. And boys, like it ain't never left. Like they say, cussing like a sailor. It's like the thing never left. But y'all, let me tell you something. Just take a second, just take a moment and stop and be like, yo, listen, it's some small foxes in my life that I've been putting off and I think it's funny. It's some small things in my life that I just been like, oh, other people do it too, so I must be all right, that I need to really look at. Because the big things that we say are generational curses, they could very well be. But it could also be a distraction to get you off of that small thing that you need to deal with that's causing bigger things in your life. See, there's always a starting point to something. It's always a starting point. Let me be very clear with you. The end result of something that you're looking at is not also the starting point. Okay, let me be very clear. The end result ain't the starting point. That thing ain't start like that. Y'all don't believe me? All right. This hot chocolate in this cup. That's blessing my soul right now. It ain't come out the thing like this. Like, they went through a process. Good morning, Monet. They went through a process to make this. It ain't like, I'm going to just use, the box. I know they don't use the box. I know they craft this, but, it's not like it came out the Swiss Miss box like this. That thing started as something from the beginning. Let me encourage you in this. You started as something in the beginning. You started out as a perfect work of God, handcrafted, hand molded, hand designed in his image after his likeness. And then life came up and it caused you to have to make some decisions. And God gave us instructions on the decisions to make. But then our will got involved. The one that tell you to get in your feelings, the one that tell you that something's greener on the other side, the one that messes with your emotions, the one that played on the canvas of your imagination, the one that hopped around in your mind, that showed up. And it caused other things in your life. But you didn't work the process of maturing in the things of God. You didn't work the process of saturating yourself in the word of God daily. You didn't work the process of making sure spiritually you were strong. So then other things started producing themselves. And off the things that were producing themselves, other emotions came up and other decisions were made and wills were presented and others' perceptions and opinions were added and other things came up and those were rooted. And let me tell you something, y'all, let me tell you. I learned all this from some laundry, okay? I sat there that day and I had a conversation, not only with myself, but I had a conversation with that spirit. See, now it wasn't just a behavior that was created. That thing is a spirit. I'm quite sure my mama didn't start that. I am quite sure that she got that from somebody else. I don't care who it was, a friend, another family member, her mama, her daddy, I don't care who it was, okay? It came from somebody. Well, let me tell you something. It don't live here anymore, okay? I don't have time for it. I have a finishing spirit on my life that comes from the Almighty God, and that includes doing laundry. See, you got to talk to yourself like that. I know it sounds funny. I know it does. But see, it's something small like that could spoil a vine. See, it's something small like that. Let me tell you something that could cause something bigger in my life down the road. It really could. It could cause, let me just paint this picture for y'all, okay? That little load of laundry right there. I would tell y'all. So when was it? I'm going to say round about 3 weeks this happened. I'm so glad that helped you. Thank you so much. And y'all talk back to me. Tell me if that's something that helped you, okay? And then for those of you listening on Raymond Sound, text me 843-580-6550. Y'all talk back to me. And I'm going to keep with the natural stuff because let me tell you, it's the natural conversations that people don't want to have. Those are the type of things, you try to hide. Outside of putting stuff in the closet, if you go look at your closet right now, especially if it's like visible for other people, there are areas that you close off in your life when people come around. In your house, when people come around so they don't see. You don't want them to think you dirty. I had a conversation with myself the other day. Well, when this happened, so a couple weeks ago. I said, if somebody came to your house right now, girl, you would put that laundry, you would hide it where they couldn't see it because you don't want them to think you lazy. Well, guess what, girl? You're lazy. See, I desire a finishing spirit in every area of my life. I desire that everything that I put my mind to, that I accomplish in a way of excellence. And that includes the areas in my life that I can hide from other people. See, I realize that my character is what's on display and what's on display. And I also know that my brand is what speaks to people when I'm not in the room. What is it that people say about me when I'm not in the room? Well, I desire them to say that Winnie finishes everything she puts her hands to. Well, I can't really, that really wouldn't be an accurate statement if I don't do that. See, it would be accurate if they said, well, up to a couple weeks ago, the stuff that we can see, that we know of. Oh, man. Let me just tell y'all something. Take a second and look at the things that are like, that you're like, yo, I be hiding these things from people. These are the areas that I don't be talking about because don't nobody see it. But those are the areas that I really need to deal with. Because those are the ones that cause other things. Like how we talked about communication yesterday. If your family, this is just an illustration now, okay? Because I ain't coming for nobody family, okay? But think about it. If your family growing up, y'all didn't like sit at the dinner table and have conversation together, it could be a root of why you don't communicate well. Look at that. Visit that for a second. Okay, I had to look at that thing. Hold it. You know, now we did do that. But Thanksgiving wasn't the only time that we sat down together and had dinner and had conversation. I am fortunate enough to have, and if I may be telling my age and I'm all right with it, I'm still young, okay? But I am fortunate enough to grow up in an age where thank you so much, Brenda. I'm fortunate enough to grow up during a time where technology wasn't a distraction. You know, like I didn't have a smartphone during that time to bring to the table to read my text messages or look on social media during the time that when it was dinner time. No, you show up at this table and you eat and we're going to have conversation. How was your day? What's going on? What are we doing as a family? When are we going on vacation? I'm fortunate enough to have that. And because I have that, that's something that I can hold on to and I can pass on to other people and to, you know, the rest of my family. I'm fortunate enough to have that. But let me be very clear to you. Things that you are exposed to is something that you can instill. You have the ability to make that happen. Even if it's something that you weren't exposed, you didn't experience firsthand. Don't take for granted how you have experienced it. We watch TV. You seen it on TV. You seen them people do that on TV. We say that all the time. Well, I see them people on TV and they be sitting down eating dinner and stuff like that. My family don't do that. Well, why not? I mean, you watch the same show every week. You don't miss it. Season premiere and all, season finale, you watch all of that. So why not create that behavior for your life? You're exposed to it. See, that's one of the reasons why I watch reality TV. One of them is because, you know, I'm going to have a reality TV show and I need other people to make sure they watch and support my show. So I watch other people's shows. And then the other is so that I can be exposed to different things. See, they go to good restaurants. They shop at good places, you know, very nice places. They wear nice things and all of that. So, hey, you know, expose me to some stuff. So that's what it is. That's what I want to encourage y'all in. I know it's well past half the hour, and I told y'all I was going to give y'all some updates. Y'all talk back to me. Let me know what's good. Let me know if that helped you, because I know when I started talking about the generational thing, y'all said tell me a little bit more about that. So y'all go ahead and drop it in the comment section while I give y'all these updates. First of all, if you were not on earlier and you didn't see the hotness that I delivered, I'm about to show y'all, okay? And y'all please forgive me. I'm going to do this on camera again, so y'all please forgive me, but I'm so excited that they are in. Guess what, y'all? Oh no, my ashy leg. Oh, it's not ashy. Girl, stop that. You ain't never ashy. Let me get it together though. Conduit of his love, y'all. Hey, y'all see that? They are in. I'm so excited. The new socks are in, y'all. And I was so amped that I have them on hand with me. So I have them in black with the white writing and white with the black writing, like ones I have on. I have them on hand, so if you're in Charleston or the surrounding areas, you want to get a pair of socks, hit me up. I'll tell you where I am. Yes, they're on the website, whenwearclothes.com. For those of you on YouTube, you know, it's in the description box. And then, and on my profile page, and then on Instagram, it's in my bio. But if you're in Charleston or the surrounding areas, I'm going to just give you a little, you know, inside. Save yourself the shipping and hit me up if you're local, okay? So y'all go ahead and do that. And then I have been getting a ton of questions, inboxes, and all of that asking me about the other shirts that I am releasing, like that I said I was gonna release a long time ago, like I ain't got time, amazing, those types of things. Listen, I will have those coming out very, very shortly and coming out in a bunch of colors. But like I told y'all, not putting anything on the website until my items start rolling in. And I'm happy to announce, started with last night, that the supplies are well on their way. They have cleared customs and they are well on their way. They're being designed. So definitely make sure that y'all stay on the lookout for that. Somebody on Instagram, please put the number down below, 843-580-6550. Put that down in the description box so everybody will see which number to text me on, to hit me up on. And then Miss Maritha, I will also send you a message. I'll send you a message so you can have that number as well. But hey, listen, that's the updates that I wanted to give you. Oh, I did tell you, if you missed yesterday, I did have some people that were asking me, how can I be a sponsor? Can I still be a sponsor for making sure that Winning Winnie is upgraded and, aesthetically, and the platform and the experience and all of that? Yes, you can still sponsor. And thank y'all so very much. I'm very, very close to what I needed, the amounts to make sure that I could do the full overhaul, very close to it. So if you would like to sponsor, you can definitely Cash App Winnie Teal, or just hit me up directly, and I can tell you some other ways. And I want to thank y'all so very much for being a sponsor. Thank you so very much for your support. I definitely appreciate you and all that you do. That's it for today, y'all. Let me be very clear with you, okay? Let me tell y'all something. And everything that you do today and throughout the weeks and all of that, just stop and take a second. Look at the things in your life that you've been like, yo, I'm just gonna put that to the side because don't nobody see that. But look at your behaviors. Look at how you do things, how you process things, how you function, how you think, and just ask God, like, why I do that. I'll ask God in a minute. Now, why I do that like that? Because I don't desire my life to be a personal preference. I desire my life to be a witness of God. And listen, we don't have, it's 580, Miss Monica, thank you so much. We ain't got time in these streets to be living, on preferentials for ourselves when we're here to witness for God. And we're here to make an impact in the lives of others, because our preference only suits us. It doesn't really suit other people. So y'all just do that. And then, as always, my prayer is that God does amazing things in your life. Thank you to all of you who have supported the same way that I declared over your life. I know it to be so. And your businesses, I know it to be so. God hears my prayers and he answers my prayers. And I know that God will do massive things in your life for you supporting and being a sponsor of the Winning Winnie Show. I definitely appreciate all of you. My time, y'all. My time has come. It came so quick too, probably because I was late getting hot chocolate. But I got to get out of here. I want to thank y'all so very much for locking in. Tomorrow morning, I'll be right here with you, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., kicking off your day with some great encouragement, motivation, inspiration, and hope. Right here, y'all, with you. I got to get out of here. Thank y'all so very much for locking in. As always, have an amazing day and much love.